Now, there's been many Batman villains. In his early years, a lot of his villains did manage to stick around. The Joker, Catwoman, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Hugo Strange, The Riddler all come from the Golden Age of comics. And there's also been a lot of iconic villains from the Silver and Bronze Age of comics, too. Poison Ivy, Man-Bat, and Killer Croc. And even some newer ones who've also become iconic as well, such as Harley Quinn, Bane, Punchline, Hush, and the Corps of Owls. But who was his first ever supervillain? That will be none other than Dr. Death, a villain you probably never heard of, or maybe you have, I don't know. With a name that is very much on the nose. He debuted in 1939. Dr. Death is just a regular evil scientist. This was also during a time where the real world had some very intense things going on, so there are certain elements in his story that would probably not be included today. He debuted in Detective Comics issue 29, where he would create some weird poison that he plans on using to kill people, and then take their money. That is a plan, alright. And you might ask, why is he doing this? Because he wants to. He just wants to. Yeah. So, anyways, this is Batman in his early days. So, this is pretty funny. Instead of trying to beat him, Batman outright tries to murder him by setting his lab on fire and leaving him to die in it. Wow. Also, beforehand, he didn't really kill many people. I feel this is kind of overkill Batman. But he did not die. He was only disfigured and would return blaming Batman for the incident, which he's right, Batman did try to kill him. But that doesn't matter because after this, he for some unknown reason never came back. I mean, he did, but not in the Golden Age. He would not return until the Bronze Age of comics. But in the Golden Age, he also had some other stuff going on. For example, the people he was trying to rob would lose their money in the Great Depression. He also had a racist, stereotypical henchman that I did not mention. But I'm not going to talk about because the things said about it in said story is really screwed up. And when we return in the Bronze Age, those elements will be gone. And for some unknown reason, he really only just cameoed for one story. He didn't really cameo, but he was just there for really no reason in Batman issue 345. Maybe it was going to be just a reference to past canon or previous canon, but regardless, it doesn't really feel like a reason for the character to come back. I guess, yes, he's the first, but not the best. Far from it, in fact. I just thought it was really weird to bring him back. Also, in the story, he also seems to just be a random cracked out doctor. Okay. He would then return again in the modern age of comics, now more of a regular doctor who helps poison an entire hospital, while also having a history with Tommy Elliott's family, since they kicked him out of the job. Then he came in the new 52 as a literal monster. This is where I was introduced to the character, and I was very surprised to learn that he was actually Batman's very first supervillain. He worked for the Riddler with the same past with Tommy Elliott's family, but now became a monster. Because why not? And Riddler uses him as a weapon when he puts Gotham in the dark. And when the arc is over, Dr. Death is just gone. But in the Batman Beyond timeline, we learn that he went into hiding and is now dead. That is a ending. I'm sorry I'm laughing at Dr. Death. I am really sorry if you like him. Personally, I can do without him. Because, while I appreciate that he's the first, he's far from the best. The Joker, Catwoman, Riddler, they're all great villains. And then there's Dr. Death, who just wants to murder people and take their money. And then he's reinvented as a random monster. That was really weird. I personally didn't think the arc was bad. In fact, I really like the Riddler parts of it. But the Dr. Death part of it is just kind of random. Anyways, that's it. Like always, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.